Smells like we're cooking a third episode for you guys. Jingle time.
Third
Stream Fan Club. All right, well, thanks for being back here with us at the Third String Fan Club. I'm not in my booster today, so I'm gonna look a little short, but
That's okay.
I'm trying to kick us off here, so take it away.
Okay. I'll take it away then. Well, how you guys doing today?
Good.
Pretty
You're
good.
over there distracted over there. He's trying to pick his scores for the show.
My scores are picked.
Oh, your scores are picked? Well,
I'm
Mark
picked.
still has to do his scores.
Yeah,
He's got
So
one.
if you see him looking down during the show, that's what he's doing is the scores.
yeah. I'm just I'm
we
just
are
I'm just
That's right.
playing any, mini, miny, mo
Okay.
to figure
Right.
out who's gonna win.
Oh
There we
man,
go.
we have a lot to recap this week. This week was a pretty crazy week in college sports, college football specifically.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, college sports. Yeah, the long putt.
the rowing,
Yeah,
the rowing team.
yeah.
You gotta watch that rugby team, man.
That's right.
Oh man. Okay. Anyways, sorry. So it was kind of a rough week for people around these parts here. Clemson and Carolina both lost,
Yes.
and both were kind of devastating, honestly. I mean, we'll just get right into dying death of defeat. Let's just start with that topic, okay?
That sounds good.
Because I mean, honestly, it was a rough week for a lot of sports teams. This is the prove it or lose it week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of teams proved it, and a lot of teams losed it.
Well, it's
Yes.
hard on fans too because we got
Man.
some fans that are jumping ship. I'm not gonna say your name.
Yeah.
But,
okay. I'm not going to say names either.
Dabo just got one less fan.
But to go from Clemson to Georgia, I'm sorry. Anyways.
Okay.
Whew, all right.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
No, it's not. It's
That's
not.
not.
All right. So, obviously, Clemson lost. We're really. I was really mad. I'm not gonna lie. I had my purple jersey on. I was excited. My purple K jersey.
Yeah.
I was all hyped. We were wearing purple for once, and we get out there and we just can't do it.
Did you have your Trevor wig on?
I thought about it. No, just kidding. No, I don't have a Trevor wig. Please do not, do not. Please, somebody in the comments, do not put a Trevor wig on me because that will not look good. Anyways, we get a devastating loss, field goal as time expired to lose to Georgia Tech. Now, like I said, Haynes King is a dog.
Yeah.
He absolutely ran that game. Literally, the game plan was stop Haynes King, and we didn't stop Haynes King.
Nope.
Well, the offense didn't stay on the field long enough to give our defense a break. That's the problem.
Yeah, this is also true.
Our defense played pretty decent until the end when they got tired. Really, I mean, truthfully. And then we pan over to Carolina. They were okay. People are going to have this to say, right? Carolina lost to Vanderbilt, right? People are going to have this to say. Well, we didn't have Lenora Sellers. But get this. They were already down by 2 scores when Lenora Sellers got injured and left the game. He got a concussion. Vanderbilt player hit him in the head and they got a concussion.
Yep, that's right.
But they're already down, right?
Yep.
So, honestly, you can't blame that on Sellers not being there.
No.
My opinion was Vanderbilt was a better team. And they were. They outplayed them every snap. So, I mean, those were 2 games we were talking about looking at, right? In our
Yep.
dying death of defeat.
Those two.
Another game. Okay, LSU Florida. Mark, get this. Now, you said you haven't watched a lot of football this weekend, right?
LSU, Florida. Yep.
LSU Florida was crazy. Okay, so Florida, the game, the final score was 20-10, LSU Florida. Now, you would think both quarterbacks would have had really good games, right? Well, DJ Lagway, the starting quarterback of Florida.
It's probably a defensive touchdown or something.
Well, there was a defensive touchdown. There was a pick six. But DJ Lagway threw 5 picks,
Yep.
and the
Wow.
game was that close.
20-10.
20-10. That shows you how bad LSU's offense really is.
Yeah.
Wait.
If your defense takes the ball, LSU's defense is out there.
Oh, they're
Top
outstanding.
10, if not
their
number
corners and DBs are the best in the country by far.
Yeah.
By
And
far.
Their linebacking core Weeks. I mean, those guys are.
Oh,
those
all
guys
three
are
Weeks
good.
brothers. They're
Yeah.
insane.
But I mean, your defense gives you the ball 5 times.
Yeah.
Turnovers, interceptions, one of which was a pick six.
And they
Get
only
that.
scored 3 points.
Off
Well,
of
7 points off the pick six, and 3 points out of those
Yeah.
other 4.
3 points off
Picks.
of 4 turnovers. That's not a winning strategy.
No, that means your offense is struggling.
Granted, they were playing Florida, who
Has a good defense.
Well,
but
their
still,
offense looked good against us.
Yeah.
Well, they only
yeah.
scored 17 on us. That's the
we
thing.
looked equally as bad.
No, we held them.
Well, that's the
It was a
thing, right?
defensive
If
game.
our offense actually stepped up,
yeah, I mean,
we would have outscored them, no problem.
we did hold them because we have a good
yeah,
defense, but it
was a
seemed
defensive
like
game.
we were holding back. It seemed like we were holding back a good offense, even
Well,
though
exactly.
we were holding them.
well, yeah.
because there was certain times where they could do some things on us. But okay, well, we have good defense.
We also have a weak secondary. Our secondary is not as good as LSU's. And if we had LSU's secondary, we'd have the best defense in the country by
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
By far, we have the best line and the best linebackers. But as far as the DBs, we really struggle with
But that loss doesn't look good for us because
No.
that means LSU's not dominating.
Exactly. So it doesn't look as good for us now. And
Maybe
we're
Georgia
now,
Tech will go on and win the whole thing.
well, we hope Georgia Tech goes on a long run because
Yeah.
that helps us.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it will help us as well if we can start winning some games. True, but not true, but true as well. Anyways, I'm sorry. Sometimes I think too fast. My mind just dee. You know?
Yeah, that's usually what's
we
happening.
want to
out there.
talk about Dabo
Yeah. Go ahead.
response.
Oh my goodness! Did y'all see that
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that rant Dabo had?
Mhm.
man, and I'm kind of on Dabo's side with this because, I wasn't a big fan of some decisions Dabo made
What in the past?
a while back when
Mm-hmm.
it came to either Pumachan or Cade or whatever. That I feel like he tried to stick with the first stringer a little bit too long. When there were some times where I feel like he could have given some more snaps to the other guys, but
Mhm. Yeah.
but you can't deny that he's had one of the better coaching records from the past. What was it, 2008
Yeah.
when he
Well,
started?
he's had the most 10-win seasons in Clemson history.
Yeah, but just in general, I would be curious to see how his resume stacks up with
He's
most
only
every
had,
coach. It's right up there at
Well,
the
he's
top.
he's the winningest coach in ACC history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The winningest coach in Clemson history.
Well, now that
He's
you have,
only had one bad season, and that was in 2010 when he went 6-7.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, and then
That was a rough year.
You also
I hated that
had
year.
now that Saban's gone,
Yeah.
He's probably got one of the best, if not the best, record of any current coach.
I would say as
college
far
coach.
as resumes go, it's between him. Kirby Smart hasn't been a head coach for as long as Dabo,
Yeah,
but his record is better because of that reason.
like as far as win,
his win percentage,
loss,
Yeah.
Yeah, his win percentage is better, but he hasn't been a coach near as long.
Yeah.
He's been an assistant under
So it could
he was an assistant
It could level
under,
out.
exact over time. It could level out exactly.
But
So now, speaking of which, that was a good game this week, Georgia Tennessee.
Yes.
But anyways, back to the Dabo thing. So that I'm with you, Mark. I agree. I think Dabo has every right in the world to kind of let everybody know, look, we're a winning program. We may not be winning right now, but we are a winning program overall, right?
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think one thing that's kind of now, and people say, like you said, something about Garrett Riley. Now, I think Garrett Riley has a really great offensive mind.
Yes.
And I think sometimes that gets clouded because of I believe now. Let me hear me out. Dabo has a really good mind for offense and defense. He's really good, like overall. But the specialty things, I think he needs to let more happen. Let Garrett Riley take over more. I think he dips his finger a little too much in the offense sometimes. Because you'll notice before Garrett Riley was here, we're running some of these same plays: the bubble screens, the short 5 and outs, just simple little things that we should be going down the field and we're not.
Right.
Right. And I think that is due to Dabo putting his finger in it a little bit too much. Now we'll see. I mean, Garrett Riley, it seems like when he does have the offense completely, look at App State last year. Look at NC State last year. Look at all those teams where we started putting up big numbers. That was kind of like Garrett Riley's offense, I think, personally. But also, Cade's got to get out of the gutter. I don't know what's going on with Cade. I think something mentally has happened, and that's kind of what happened with Taj Boyd when he played against Carolina. He always struggled with Carolina because he was worried about Jadeveon Clowney every year. So that's my take
up
on
to
it.
the hype right now.
Huh?
He's not living up to his hype.
No. Well, exactly. None of these quarterbacks
too
are.
much.
Arch
No.
Manning isn't. Nussmeier's not. DJ
got,
Lagway's not.
Is it Beck and
Beck and
Nader.
Castellanos and Aguilar
Mateer?
and Mateer.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
said-
like the top
they
quarterbacks.
said, they said Mateer and Beck are now the 2 top favorites for Heisman.
Yeah.
But I'm still, Castellanos.
Yeah.
How do you say his name? But where's what about Penn State's quarterback? Alar.
Oh, Aller? I don't know.
He's good.
Yeah, but I don't think they've played anybody yet.
They haven't played anybody
And I
yet,
think
but
that's-
he was good last year.
Well, no, I agree with you, but I think when you think about like the Heisman, right?
Yeah.
The Heisman race, normally a quarterback has to have a Heisman moment for them to be one of those standout guys. Like Mateer, they played Michigan and he had a Heisman moment.
Yes.
He went off against Michigan, right?
Would a Heisman moment be considered when the guy's making a play and he's doing this?
Yeah, I mean it can be, yes, for sure.
Or maybe it'd be kind of funny
Yeah.
to see some guys that really aren't in the running, but they're like, "Well, I can do the pose."
It's funny you say that.
You know?
So Christian Wilkins used to be a defensive lineman for Clemson.
Oh,
You
yeah,
remember
I
Christian
remember.
Wilkins?
He would do that pose.
They'd put him in 4th down on 4th and goal, and he would end up scoring a touchdown, and he would do the Heisman pose, and
Yeah.
Dabo would get mad at him every time he did it.
If only it was.
You
if
remember
only
that?
it was based on how well you could do the pose.
Right?
I
That'd
wonder
be
who would
funny.
Yeah.
He was also the first guy out on the field when the offense.
Oh, every
scored a
time they scored,
touchdown.
every time a field goal was made, he was the first guy out there. I love Christian Wilkins. Now, he's kind of had a bad rep in the NFL lately because of some of the things he's done and said. Kind of like the Deshaun Watson scandal. I think when the guys get to the NFL, money gets to their head.
Yeah.
That was before money got to college football.
when
Now it's kind of getting to their
when
head
they're
now.
good.
Well, exactly, right?
they're good.
And all those guys. I mean, Cleveland Farrell. Who were we just talking about?
Christian
Christian Wilkins. Thank you. My mind is everywhere right now.
Clinton
Okay,
Farrell, Christian Wilkins,
Christian Wilkins,
Terrell.
Shaq Lawson, Terrell, all those guys. I mean, well, some of those guys they're doing great financially, and they're still playing and they're dominating. Terrell,
Shipley's getting there.
Shipley, he got injured, right?
Yeah.
But in a couple weeks he'll be back, and
And they
he's
got
on
a
fire.
new-
He's their backup. He's great.
Yeah. Well, not right now. They
Well, it's 'cause he's
got
hurt.
they just got that running back.
Well, no, but that's because he's on IR.
Yeah. He's
I
on
mean,
our-
he gets off IR, he'll be the backup again.
yeah. He's shown when he can.
He's
move.
great.
So,
What did?
Now, what are you looking
Where's
for?
my pen?
I think you were sitting on it.
yeah, you were. Yep. There it is.
There it is.
It's
Oh
getting there.
man. But anyways, okay. So other games as far as like the dying death of defeat, right?
Here,
Yeah, you
want
need to be
both
thinking
right
about your
on?
scores for the end of the show, Mark.
Yeah.
So as far as the other games that happened, we were just talking about the Georgia Tennessee game.
Do we have to?
I would venture off to say right now, up until week 3, right now we're going into week 4. 2 days from now is week 4. Well, actually today technically starts week 4.
Yes.
College football's on Thursday, so
Yeah.
we're filming this on Thursday, by the way.
Hello.
Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, downloading, liking. Anyways, okay.
Sharing.
So, what you got?
What does GH mean?
That's what I asked. Okay, so that's guest and home.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
guest.
that's you either check it
I
off or
figured
you.
H was home, but I'm like, G.
Well, so
Guest. Okay.
what I did was
I'm
I
like,
put
G
a
is
check.
away?
I put a check for the guest or the home, and then I put the score beside it. But he said to put the score in those boxes.
So
I didn't
whatever.
listen.
Okay, wait.
I didn't listen.
Yeah. No, just,
So you're checking the one you think is gonna win.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you put your score prediction. All right. So the Georgia Tennessee game, I would venture to say, up until today, that is the game of the year so far.
yeah.
You go into overtime, and I mean, both quarterbacks are slinging it. I mean, I was really impressed with Gunnar Stockton.
Yes.
I was really impressed with that throw. That was probably one of the best throws I've seen in a long time. That back shoulder fade to the end zone
Mm-hmm.
when they went to tie the game and went for 2 right after.
Right.
that was probably one of the best plays Georgia's had in a very long time.
This is true.
And Georgia's usually known as the running team. I mean, they're usually the team with running backs and everything, but the quarterback really showed out. I was impressed with that game.
However, that was a very disappointing game.
Well, it's disappointing for Tennessee.
Yeah, for
right?
Tennessee because of the fact you have this kicker who goes out and attempts his field goal.
Well, he got iced by his own team, right?
No,
Who was it? Somebody got iced.
Tennessee didn't call a timeout.
Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson.
Hoosier.
Yes.
He got iced, and that's why he missed that field goal.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, Tennessee kicker. I understand. The kicker's young. Whatever.
Yeah.
Never this like his first time ever trying to kick one like that in the fourth quarter. But you go out there and you miss it wide right. Then you go out in overtime. Exact same distance, exact same spot.
I know.
And you nail it.
Nailed it. Perfect. Right down the middle. It was perfect.
What happened?
I think he was nervous. Nerves got to him. He's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, young kids, they get scared. What you got, Mark? You trying to figure out something
But it's
over here?
like-
How do you score negative points?
That's
I know.
that's the spread. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Listen,
Just pick your winner and write
You
your
just
score.
pick your winner and put your
So
score.
that's not the that's not.
That's what they're
nothing to do with the
projected to win
favorite.
by. Yeah,
That's
that's
all-
the
no,
that's
favorite.
the favorite.
That's why it's highlighted.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
the
guys.
spread,
Mark's a noob to
but
sports.
the spread. But the spread is
The overall spread is the overall score, but that's not on there.
Okay, that's
Okay.
okay.
No, I didn't put that on there.
Okay, so
the favorites.
let's get into another game
So-
of our dying death of defeat, right?
Yes.
So we didn't pick this game, Oregon Northwestern, but it ended up being a pretty decent game first half.
It always is.
Well, it's weird. Northwestern, they always play Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State really good
In the first half.
in the first half.
But when they come out,
They don't have depth.
No, they
That's
don't.
the problem with Northwestern. They don't have depth. If they had depth, they'd be winning a lot of these games.
Yeah, at home, yeah.
I know.
Because Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State all struggle in
Yep.
Northwestern, but only for the first half.
Exactly.
And then they come out
Never fails.
and they dominate.
Yep, exactly.
But
so,
if Northwestern could get some depth up there,
yeah.
they would be causing a problem.
I agree.
In that with
In the Big
those
Ten?
teams in the Big
Yeah.
Ten, they would be causing a problem.
I agree. No, 100%. So that ended up being, I mean, it kind of got away from Northwestern in the second half, obviously, like we just said, 34-14. So Oregon kind of proved it, right? They
did.
I want to get into this next segment after we finish the next couple scores. I want to get into who we think is the best odds for winning the national championship up to this date. There's some good teams out there. Not everybody's looked really good at all, but two teams on my mind have looked the best so far. Anyways.
Wofford.
Yeah, Wofford. Okay. 0-3 Wofford. Watch out.
Here we go.
Oh, me. Okay.
Already get her out.
What
There
about
we go. Just-
It's Mark, are you listening?
Nope.
I heard
There
Wofford.
we go.
They're
But,
0-3. Let's just
My-
This-
my
we're gonna
voice
talk
is
about
not as-
this.
Okay, it's better.
Just
So
'cause
this
you're not,
next
you got to bring it
game-
closer.
Okay.
here that we need to talk about
Wow.
was
Right here.
definitely
Yeah.
a prove it game,
Oh yeah.
and they definitely proved it.
Oh yeah. I
Texas A&M in Notre Dame. That game,
agree. That was a good game.
that winning score on fourth down,
4th and goal.
That was, I mean, you can't
Okay.
draw it up better than that.
Well, let's get into that play. There's a lot of interesting conspiracies about this play, right? There's conspiracies about everything, right?
Oh, yes.
Going on. Okay, so I thought it was really interesting. There was a really bad blatant holding that was not called. It was bad. I mean, defense, the nose guard, he got right through the middle, and literally the offensive lineman had to grab him and throw him down as hard as he could, or else he would have sacked the quarterback.
He picked his nose. That's
Yeah.
how bad it was.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
anyways,
you said
that-
holding or a
yeah,
face mask?
a holding. But
Oh,
it forced the quarterback, Marcel Reed, to kind of run outside, and then
Yes.
his blocking tight end, not even his receiving tight end, his blocking tight end was the guy that caught the game winning touchdown. And get this, Mark, you missed this game. Notre Dame, this game should have went to overtime. Notre Dame, to kick their extra point after their final touchdown, there was a bobbled snap, and the backup quarterback had to roll out, and he threw it, and it was an incomplete pass. So essentially, they were going to be down 1 point if Texas A&M scored. And there wasn't much time. There was like a minute left on the clock, maybe less.
Yeah.
And A&M went down the field, scored, and they kicked the extra point, and won the game.
Who'd they beat?
Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Notre Dame.
Last second, huh?
Still
it was,
ranked.
Yeah. Get this.
0-2 and still
Notre Dame's
ranked.
0-2, and they're still ranked.
They're 24th.
They're 24th. They're 0-2. They
So
lost to Miami,
there's
and
still
they
hope
lost
for
to
us
A&M.
then.
They're still hope for
Are we still ranked?
No.
No.
They kicked us out.
I know.
And
We
they
were
kicked
12th,
South
and they kicked us
Carolina
out.
Wait, but we lost 3.
We lost 2.
No.
Yeah.
We should have lost 3. We should be 0-3 right now.
Well,
it
South Carolina
feels
was knocked
like we
out.
lost
They've lost
3.
what?
I mean, the Troy game felt like a loss. Yeah, I agree.
South Carolina's only lost to Vanderbilt, and they're not ranked anymore.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Oh, that's
It was
right.
a bad
So we're 1
loss.
and 2.
I know.
Notre Dame's had 2 bad losses. I'm sorry, rank that high.
No,
and you
I
lose.
agree. No, I agree. And then
It's
that
not.
was we already talked about Vanderbilt, South Carolina. That was our other games, right? That was it.
Yeah,
That was the prove it or lose
kind
it.
of much
Yeah,
a blowout.
everything was was blowouts. Okay,
There it is.
so let's
This
get
is gonna take
into.
a long time. Okay.
You're good. Take your time. We're talking.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. All right. So as of week 3 right now, going into week 4, starting today, who has the best odds to win the national championship? Forget Vegas. Forget the FPI.
I don't
This
even
is-
know what those odds are.
This is the Third String Fan Club. We're trying to figure out the best odds for the national championship game.
I don't even know who the favorites are from Vegas or the
I don't
FBI.
either. I
So
won't even lie to you. I don't either.
this-
But
I can't even base anything off that. So
I will tell you my final 4, and then I'll go into the national championship game.
There we go.
I think out of all the teams around right now, your best 4 are Miami, Ohio State, Oregon. Penn State hasn't done anything yet, so I'm not going to pick them.
No.
I'm going to pick LSU because they are undefeated, and their defense is the best in the country by
Wait,
far.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
I think if their offense figures it out, they can win it all. I
I
really
thought
do.
you said LSU lost,
No, LSU beat Florida.
Yes.
but they had 5.
No,
Interceptions?
Florida had 5 picks.
Oh, LSU picked off
5
Florida.
times.
Oh,
5 times. Yes.
I thought you said LSU threw 5 picks.
No. He picked off 5 times.
No.
Oh,
LSU's quarterback threw 5 picks against Florida.
Oh, they'd be
They're
in
done.
trouble. No, they'd be done for the season.
so, okay.
Florida would have scored a lot if that would have happened.
Yes.
Because Florida was in a lot of opportunities
So
to score.
you're
but he threw those
saying
picks.
Florida could have had
Exactly.
a better game, but they shot themselves in the
Yeah.
foot.
Florida
If
should have
he
won
hadn't
that.
have- if he hadn't
Honestly,
thrown
the
those
way
picks.
Florida played, if it weren't for those 5 picks, Florida would have won by 2 scores.
Yeah.
Easily.
Florida could get it together.
Florida has the toughest schedule in the country by far. By far.
This is true.
Somebody's probably really confused about my comments then earlier.
Probably. What'd you say?
Well, I said, man, that's not good. Like I said, that's not a good look for LSU.
Well, it's still
But I
not
was
a good
thinking
look
they
for
lost,
LSU, though.
But it's still not a good look
because their offense should have scored more
because
points.
they should have beat them by more.
Yeah, they should have beat them by.
Your defense has 5
They
turnovers.
should have blown them
and
out.
You score a total of 10 points off of them.
Yeah,
I
they should have
may-
blown them out.
Yeah.
Should have scored 40 points easily.
Mm-hmm.
They were in scoring position. They couldn't do anything.
Yep.
At the end, I may give you what I like.
Just live?
I may be
Well,
able
yeah.
to give you my
Then
who
on
I
the-
think's going to win,
Okay.
but I may not. I
You don't
may
have to give
give my
scores, fine.
scores later.
Yeah, that's fine.
fine.
And we'll
Yeah.
find out later.
I'm going to make a
next
post
week.
after this goes live,
Yeah.
and it's going to be like a picture of our picks.
Yeah. So you can just
with my handwriting and everything.
No, it's
No.
going to be digital. I'm going to make a
Oh,
digital,
okay.
nice, fancy looking
Good,
one.
good.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways,
We're working on.
all right.
digital,
Let's get
so-
into the let's get into my final 4. Okay, Ohio State, Oregon, which they probably got to play each other, right? Still,
Yes.
and then you got LSU. Who did I say my other? Miami. So I would say out of those 4, let's say Ohio State and Oregon have to play each other because they're both Big Ten. Let's just say
Well, they have to
Oregon.
play each other. in the
Oregon
championship.
to me looks like the better team this year. Just personally, they look like the better team.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put Oregon over them, and I'm going to put Miami over LSU. That's
Yeah, I can
until I
see
see
that.
LSU's offense
Oregon,
kicking into
Miami.
high gear. So imagine an Oregon-Miami national championship game.
Yes.
When's the last time either one of those teams have competed for a national championship game? So Oregon, I think it's like 14. They played Ohio State, and they beat them by 1 point.
Yep.
Okay, so
That was one of the first college football playoff games. I mean, college football playoff
Right.
championships.
so in your opinion,
Okay.
you think we're not doing sides anymore, are we?
Sides.
On ACC, like one side versus the other side, or are we still doing it
No,
that
it's
way?
just one.
Okay, so you
one
don't. So
now.
you
no,
think
yeah, it's just the
that
two best
Miami,
teams play.
You think Miami is better than Florida State?
Yes, I do. Florida State has played Alabama, but Alabama has yet to prove that they're good.
Yeah, but how did they win their second game?
They played nobody. They played some no-name.
So what I'm saying is, so there's still a question mark. Like Florida State could still be really good.
Well, no, that's true too. I'm just saying, as of right now, we don't know that much. That's
and also, Miami's played an extra game.
Exactly. Yeah. Miami beat Notre Dame, and Notre Dame's supposed to be a really good team.
Exactly.
That's a signature win.
But Florida State's not completely out.
No.
If anything, they might be playing.
I think Miami, Florida State play the ACC championship game right now as we're talking.
Exactly.
Right
now.
Yeah. Now Georgia Tech could be the dark horse in that situation.
The winner of the ACC championship gets in.
Potentially gets in. It's a new format this year. But more than likely they're in. More than likely. You're not going to leave out a conference champion. Was
there a wild card last year or no?
The way they're planning on doing it this year is like the top 4 teams, instead of the winners of each conference get an automatic bye, it's the top 4 teams get a bye.
Yeah.
And the conference champions still get in.
Is it based on?
It's based on your ranking. Yeah, it's kind of like the FPI mixed with strengths of schedule mixed with the FPI is a bunch of all that mixed in all in one, and the AP. It's all mixed in together, and your top 4 teams.
I hope it's not based on the AP.
But with that,
that lady might have a say.
We're in trouble if that lady comes in. She's like, "Oh yeah, Florida needs to be in there. Put Florida in."
with your top 4 teams guaranteed to get in.
Yeah,
or getting the bye.
Yeah, getting the first round bye. Yeah.
With your 4 that you're picking, Oregon and Ohio State may not play each other.
No.
Based on,
but they're going to play each other for sure in the Big Ten championship game, unless Penn State shows up. Because Penn State, Ohio State always play each other every year.
Yep,
and I think Penn State plays Oregon in the next 2 weeks.
Right.
So we'll know more about Penn State. So 2 weeks from now, I'll probably have a totally new 4. I may have a whole 12 by then.
You want to hear my Final Four?
Okay, give me your Final Four. Please do not say Wofford or Virginia Tech. Please, Mark. I see you pondering over there. You're like, oh yeah, I'm putting Hawaii in that thing.
Yeah,
Hawaii's 3-1,
but they play nobody.
I don't care.
The Rainbow Warriors.
The Final Four is 4 branches of the military. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine that'd be insane.
That would
be kind of cool.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be awesome. Air Force plays Army.
You know who went? Okay, you know the winner of the 4.
I think there's only 3.
There's only 3.
The Marines don't have a team. The Navy is officially all together.
Yes,
the Navy's all together as the Marines and the Navy.
That's right.
And then you have the Army, and then you have. Air
so
Force.
if the 3 militaries are in playoffs, right?
That'd be crazy.
You know who wins?
Who?
America.
Well, you're right. No, you're right.
All right, so
that would be an epic playoff game. Trump would be there. That'd be really cool. Really cool.
They might as well have the field look like the flag of the United States of America.
That would be sick. Cool. All turf, red, white, blue awesome. Turf. Oh man, we need to come up with a concept.
So
that'd be really cool. Make it on NCAA on the team builder thing.
Oh yeah,
probably can.
You got.
I'm gonna try that.
Figure something out.
Don't count Purdue and Temple out now.
Okay, watch out.
Right.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Hold up there.
No, okay.
All right, you're banned.
Don't count out Tulane either.
I'm gonna pull
Tulane. Watch. Oh, speaking of which, okay, hold on.
I'm pulling for Florida State to do well.
So.
No, speaking of this, right? Okay, so tell me why Duke decides let's go ahead and pay $7 million for Tulane's quarterback last year. Bring him in. And then they play Tulane, and Tulane beats them.
I thought it was Tulane.
Well, they're too lame, but they came in and beat Duke, so they're not too lame.
Wow.
I thought that was crazy. $7 million for a quarterback. Mensa, the starting quarterback for Duke.
Yep.
Played for Tulane last year.
Yep.
They brought him in for $7 million. Tulane beats them. I'm like, well, should have stayed at Tulane there, buddy. Shoo.
Oh, Tulane didn't need him. They didn't need him to win.
No,
you can go.
I guess not.
Go somewhere else.
Man, that's crazy.
But I think Miami will make it to the Final Four.
Okay.
I believe Ohio State will make it to the Final Four.
I could see that.
I have questions about Oregon. I think they're a good team, but have they really played anybody?
No, but that's why I'm saying. I'm just saying, as of right now, they've been the only team that hasn't struggled with any cupcake. Ohio State struggled with a cupcake.
True.
Texas has struggled. LSU struggled. All these big teams have struggled. The only team that hasn't has been Oregon. Now, Penn State may have too. I haven't really kept up with them this year, honestly.
Well, you got one team that really hasn't, I don't think, has struggled too much has been Indiana.
Well, yeah, and we'll get into that later because they got a really good tough opponent this week.
Yeah, which will really
it'll be a big tell.
Their opponent,
Oh yeah,
has been doing good too.
Oh yeah, Illinois has been great too. Yeah,
pick it, but I think Miami and Ohio State definitely make it to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like other teams,
what about
right now
Auburn and Oklahoma? Both undefeated right now.
Auburn and Oklahoma.
Now
that's an interesting one. I think Oklahoma makes it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think Oklahoma makes it to the playoffs.
I was about to say that.
Not necessarily the Final Four, but I believe they make the playoffs.
We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves too.
Nebraska's undefeated too.
Well, I know, but we're getting ahead of ourselves because I want to get into this stuff when we do our picks.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
We're not doing our picks yet, Mark.
So we have to pull a hammy first.
We haven't pulled a hammy yet. We haven't talked about the dying ducks of the day.
Yeah, we still have things to talk about.
We still got some things to talk about now.
When we get into the next segments, but I think Oklahoma makes playoffs.
Yeah.
I believe that 3 dark horses to reach the playoff.
Okay.
Based on how they do. But I think 3, Georgia Tech, Florida State, and Utah.
Ooh.
I think Utah is a dog. Like,
give me
not like deep in there. Okay. And I give I think Indiana's dark horse too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Utah and
Indiana
made it
last year.
Making it, I think for Utah getting in, it would be somewhere between 10 to 12.
Okay.
Right in there.
Sure.
But they get in.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
And Indiana, dark horse, but a little bit higher, like maybe where they were last, like 9th. 8th,
yeah, something like that.
Somewhere in there between the 7th and 9th.
Yeah, I can see that.
But because I think they can do it.
Yeah. That'd be good to see. Man.
So it would be, it'd be interesting to see.
Okay. So we've been talking about this a long time. All right, let's get into the dying ducks. Now
there were 5 of them in one of the games.
Well, obviously, I know that was going to be my number 1 dying duck. Was going to be DJ Lagway. So unfortunately, he was having a rough game already. He already threw 4. Did you see his 5th pick?
Mm-mm.
Okay, his 5th pick, he gets forced out of the pocket. He rolls left. He's a right-handed quarterback. Rolls left. He's got defense in his face. He's got a receiver open, but he decides, let me just chunk it out of bounds. He didn't reach out of bounds. He didn't get right there, and the defender jumped right in front of the receiver, and it was over. I was like, that was a dying duck.
Gone.
Yep. 5 picks.
You got to work on your power if you can't get it to the sideline.
Well, that's the thing. Like his throw is weird. You notice that? Yep. He's got like a weird sidearm throw, and it's always overthrown. Every ball seems like it's always overthrown.
He's putting too much into it.
Yeah, I agree.
But so let's take away that one.
Okay.
Let's take away that pick 6.
Okay.
Let's say he makes it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they don't end up scoring on that drive.
Sure.
LSU wins this game by 3.
I know.
Not by 10.
That's insane.
That's even worse.
Oh, I know. That makes LSU look really bad.
Yeah, so their defense kind of helped them a little bit by getting that pick 6. Because if you don't get that pick 6...
like we talked about last week about Carolina, right? Part of their game plan is special teams touchdowns.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen against Vanderbilt. That's why they got blown out. Same thing with LSU. They rely on their defense a lot because the offense has struggled to score points this year.
Yes.
So the defense actually came in and scored points for them. And that's what helps. And that's why the score was what it was.
But if you're wanting to go into the playoffs and play against teams like Oregon, Ohio State,
high scoring teams,
Miami, your offense has got to start clicking because their offenses are not going to commit the turnovers to your defense.
Exactly. They're more elite.
And their defenses are more elite against your offense. So if your offense doesn't start getting on a roll, you're not going to make it in a deep playoff push or even to a natty.
Exactly. No, you're right. 100%. No, I agree. I think, but as far as the dying ducks, right? So Florida, that was a big one. I think DJ Lagway really. I think Cade Klubnik. I don't know. I think his whole season's been a dying duck so far.
Yes.
He's got to. I heard somebody talk on the Roar yesterday, and he said he called in. He said, "Walt," he said, "Let me tell you something." He goes, "Okay, tell me something." He said, "Somebody needs to. Dabo just need to take Cade behind the woodshed. He needs one of those woodshed moments." He said, "I think that'll fix him right up." I said, "Well, you're not wrong. I mean, Cade needs to get out of his head mentally, right? His whole season's been dying duck. I think Nussmeier has been kind of a dying duck, right? I mean, like we were just talking about, LSU, their offense has really been struggling all year long.
But I think one of Cade's problems that he needs to get out of his head is he was doing fine in the LSU game.
No, yeah, he was completing
until Williams got out, and I think that got in his head. Because Williams is a proven receiver against these guys. He can get open. He can make Texas the plays. Last year.
Yeah.
But like these other guys like Brown and Wesco, second years that really haven't proven it, with Cade Water. And I think he's got that in his head. Hey, I don't have my proven receiver that I can throw to. Who can I go to?
He's got a security blanket, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have it. And he's like, but then you also got to remember they still have Randall.
Yeah.
They need to get Randall going. Randall was a receiver.
Yeah.
He's still a guy that, hey, on passing, check it down to him, get a few yards. Cade, use your legs.
Yeah.
Keep the plays alive. Keep the drives going. Give your defense a chance to rest.
Exactly.
Even if if you're getting down deep in, I know field goals don't win a game, but even if you can get deep into their territory and get some sort of points,
that's our problem.
You're giving your defense a rest. Extend these drives, get Randall going, and extend these drives. Start having 3, 4, 5 minute drives. Yeah. Give your defense a rest, and they can hold the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they could also put together some trick plays with Randall where he actually hands it off to Randall and keeps it, but then Randall just, just goes straight back.
Like a wheel route,
or wherever.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the best route is, but, and then, or if that guy collapses on him, then he just tosses it up.
Well, and I think that's part of what we're talking about Garrett Riley needs to open up the offense more. We're trying to make Cade as comfortable as possible, so he's not opening up the offense. He's doing short throws, things to get him in rhythm to eventually open up that. But like he's saying, you got to get the running game established to force their hand to come at you in the running game. And like you're talking about, throw it over the top.
Yeah. Because, you got two receivers in Brown and Wesco that can take the top off the defense.
And more.
Yeah, more.
And Smith.
More too. Yeah, Smith. They haven't been playing Smith much, but you've got these receivers. Send them downfield and take a long shot.
Okay.
You know who I miss?
Who?
Who made a bunch of plays?
Who's that?
Brennan Stool.
I knew you were about to say that.
Brennan
So
Stool.
Talking about tight ends, I'm glad you said that. So officially, our boy finally got his start.
Yes,
this
I saw
week.
That.
Brennan Stool?
No,
Shefflin.
Ian Shefflin, the basketball player, turned tight end. He's 6'7".
Oh, that's the basketball player that they
they turned tight end.
But he's a rookie, right now.
Well, he's a senior because he's already used 4 years of eligibility in basketball, but he's allowed 1 year eligibility in football.
So he's on his. So you might as well.
He's a one and done year.
Yeah.
So he's 7 foot tall.
He's 6'7".
Oh, 6'7". Wow.
They couldn't use him the first 2 weeks because it was a potential DUI that was never. It essentially went away. Nothing happened with it.
Okay.
But because of Clemson's rules, they make him sit out 2 games. So he didn't play LSU.
So he played on this.
He
last
played
one?
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
How did he do?
Well,
or how much did he play?
First time he's our red zone threat. We put him in for jump ball situations in the red zone.
Like Green was for LSU.
Yeah, like that guy that caught that final touchdown for LSU.
Okay.
That didn't end up winning the game for him. So essentially, we put him in the game. Georgia Tech was scared. They called a timeout immediately. We changed the play. We ended up going down to 4th down, and then Randall scored.
Going to somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, I think, Cade scored on that. It was a quarterback
almost,
yeah.
See, and this is something, too, they got to think about. When you put him in, I mean, you could do it, be like, oh, okay, well, they might be going for him, and then you go to someone else, like a decoy.
Exactly.
But another thing is if he gets good enough to start using more often, then they might, I mean, you don't forget about it, but it's not as present. You're like, oh, no, this is the play. I mean, yeah, he's an option, but if he's in there longer, then it's not as obvious that I'm going to him.
Well, exactly.
You know?
And I think they did use him later on in the game. They had another red zone opportunity, and there ended up being a penalty that forced. I think it was a pass interference. It was a third and goal.
Yeah,
and Cade threw it to him. It was a 1-on-1. Usually, to get that situation, you want a 1-on-1, so he's not double covered. He was open. Cade throws it pretty good. I mean, he kind of threw it outside where he needed to, but not high enough. He threw it kind of low, so the defender was able to kind of wrap him up. So he wrapped him up. It was a pass interference call.
Yeah.
Automatic first down, we scored. Randall scored a touchdown.
Up too early.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could see Shefflin when he was
his
doing
hands
it.
were all over the ball. He had it. And if it weren't for the guy at the very end when he hit the ground knocking it out, it would have been a touchdown.
You could see the basketball in Shefflin because during that play, he was boxing the corner out.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's how you're supposed to do it.
And also, he could be rising from the depths.
Well, yeah. No, exactly.
That would be my pick from.
I like that.
From
for rising from the depths. I like that. That's good.
Rising
I imagine they'll use him more in red zone opportunities.
I agree. And I think they'll probably use him on fourth downs or short, like third and short situations.
Fourth
when we need a jump ball situation.
4th and 2, 4th and 1. Yeah. Probably use him more.
And he could even be a really good blocking tight end. He's really big body. 6'7" is a big frame.
Well, I mean, if it's like 4th and 1, 4th and inches, you line him up in the fullback right behind Cade and let him push.
That tight end from Penn State last year, that guy 44, he always he did it all. Imagine Shefflin do something like that. That'd be kind of crazy.
Imagine if they started the football game with a jump ball.
Man, that'd be kind of funky.
Jump ball.
Like you figure out instead of doing a coin flip, you do a jump ball.
Yeah.
You get your tallest guy or your guy that can jump the highest to go after it. That'd be funny. Okay,
yeah, that's right.
Last dying duck, and then we need to get into our picks. So the last dying duck. Did you see the Texas game?
No, that one I didn't.
Arch Manning got booed off the field for 2 straight back-to-back 3-and-outs.
Ooh boy!
At home, he's getting booed at home.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not proving it.
No, Arch Manning is not living up to the Manning name.
No,
and it's funny. I saw an AI generated thing.
He's going to slide like Shedeur next year.
I know,
but
yes, I saw an AI generated thing, and it has the Manning brothers doing their sports analysis on like is it Monday night games? They do analysts.
Yeah, they do the Monday night.
So it had the Texas game instead of the Monday night football game, and they're both commenting on it, and they were like, "Man, this guy needs a new last name." And then I saw a post, and it had a picture of Arch Manning in a McDonald's outfit.
Oh yeah,
and it said, "If Arch's last name wasn't Manning, this would be his career." I said, "Well, you're not wrong. He's not a starting quarterback anywhere."
Yeah. But interesting fact on Shedeur, he turned down a team.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
So he was still going to get drafted in the 5th round.
Yeah,
but
it'd been a little bit higher.
There was a team that wanted him, and he said no.
Yeah,
it's in the same division that he's currently in.
See, and to me, right, I'm not going to turn down any opportunity because you don't know if another team's going to draft you after that point. Yeah. You've already slipped to the 5th round.
So he's having to sit behind Joe Flacco, obviously, whatever. But do you know who he would have had to sit behind? Who? If he had been like, okay, I'll go with you. He'd have sat behind Lamar Jackson. Baltimore wanted him.
Oh, wow.
And he said no.
I'd have went to Baltimore
and then he ended up going to Cleveland.
That's a contender all day long.
Yes, it's a contender.
Wow.
Based off of things that are happening. Joe Burrow getting injured.
Yeah.
Cleveland, whatever. Aaron Rodgers over at Pittsburgh. We don't know. Baltimore is basically going to own that division this year.
Yeah. Wow.
Unless it comes down to a field goal.
That's crazy.
But
well, I know.
It's kind of
anyways.
Not really related, but since you're bringing up NFL, and we might want to make a segment on either like interesting facts, historical facts, or nostalgia moments, like our favorite.
Well, yeah,
like
we kind of did.
One of us come up with like a moment from history and talk about like a certain play or a certain, whatever.
But we kind of did talk about that last week about your dad's cousin that played for the Bengals.
Yep.
So, but here's something. So, little known fact. Y'all probably know this, but
okay.
The listening audience may not know this. Phil Robertson, is that how you say that?
Yeah, mm-hmm. he passed away last year or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that he used to start in front of Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, he had a different path, and he let Terry take the reins, and we all know how good he ended up being.
Oh, yeah.
So just
Hall of Famer.
imagine how good
I know.
Phil would have been.
That's crazy. Yeah, he wanted to go pursue his duck commander, and he said, I know
now that's one duck that didn't die.
Yeah, that was not a
Sword.
dying duck. I mean, look at how profitable they are now. They got their own TV show, well, 2 different TV shows,
Yep.
multiple podcasts.
Well, they're not
because
still
of it.
going though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
got a
still
brand
going.
new version of it now. It's all the kids.
Yep. They're still going.
It's called what? Duck Dynasty
I
Legacy.
guess
or
that
something
is
like
a
that?
dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a dynasty, right?
They're still going.
Wow,
Duck Dynasty.
it's crazy. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Well, but yeah. So yeah, who knows?
I just remembered our teaser. It was like, well, you're welcome. That's what that reminded me of when you said, well. All right.
Yep.
So
there you go.
All right. I'm going to be your host here for the picks. Let's do some pick'ems.
Pick'ems.
We doing all of them or just highlight a
Yeah,
few?
we're going to do them all.
Okay.
All of them.
Excuse me.
All right. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Boom,
So I
boom,
got to
boom,
get
boom.
to my kids' soccer
What time
practice.
is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We'll do
Is
this
that
rapid
6 or 16?
It's 6:06 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
6:06.
We'll do this quick. Since we already have our scores and stuff down, it'll be a lot faster. All right. Texas Tech and Utah play. Utah's at home. Both teams are 3-0. Who you got? Start with you, Justin.
I got Texas Tech taking this one,
Ooh.
but in a close game, 2017.
Ooh, okay. So I didn't do scores like that. I did how much they're going to win by.
Right.
So, but okay, go ahead, Mark.
Okay, that's a loophole.
Sorry.
All right. I got Texas Tech winning 17-10.
Ooh, okay. I have Utah winning by 6. 2 field goals.
Okay.
All right, let's get into UAB Tennessee. The Tennessee's a 38.5 point favorite. I mean, who do you got, Mark? Imagine he says UAB.
Tennessee 28-14.
Oh, okay. So a closer game than people would expect.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Justin?
So I got Tennessee winning this game, but definitely further away. I've got them 63-10.
Ooh.
What the heck?
Okay, so it's funny. I have Tennessee winning by 35 points. So, all right. Let's get into Oregon and Oregon State. Now, this
Just
is a
because y'all
rivalry.
watch more football, apparently y'all know more than me.
So this is pretty much just taking guesses at this
This
point.
honestly, it's guesses.
It would be hilarious if
If all yours were right.
I was
That would be
right and
hilarious.
y'all were wrong.
So we're gonna we're gonna do
we have to play
a
for
tally. Like, okay, how many you got right?
Yep.
How many you got right?
because we
Yeah.
got to win something.
Yeah, we'll do so. We'll figure out something.
Okay.
Okay, so this game is the last time these teams are gonna play.
Or the loser has to shave their beard.
No. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. I just listen.
He looks like a
I've seen
baby.
that.
You remember when I cut it off?
I'm looking at
No, I don't-
I'm looking
I
at the
wasn't-
computer
you
screen.
You weren't in the
like-
family when I
No,
shaved it.
I've seen a picture of the Clemson game.
Okay,
with,
so that just
without
showed up
it.
back on my memories the other day, like a couple days ago.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm never doing that again. So please don't make me.
I
do
was
that.
looking at the computer screen like there's a camera on the computer. And,
It's up there, Mark.
Hey,
All right.
Well, what if you have to just go with the dad stash?
Oh goodness, no! My wife would kill me. No, thank you. I do
There's
not
gotta be
agree to
something.
this.
There's got to be
We'll
something.
figure out something.
To get it ready.
We'll like shave leg hair, something
Never-
silly.
That's ridiculous.
All right, or like wax your leg, and it's
That
gotta
ain't
be on
silly.
video.
That's just wrong.
Oh, no.
Like you got to sit right here and get your leg waxed. That would be insane. All
Not
right,
doing
That's just wrong. It ain't
All right.
silly. It's wrong.
Oregon versus Oregon State. So this game is a rivalry game. It's a big rivalry game, right? Usually Oregon takes the cake in this game, but it's the last time they're going to play in a long time because both are now in different conferences. They
Right.
used to play every year. This is the last time they're going to play, and nobody knows how long.
Right.
Now, Oregon is a 34.5 point favorite. What you got, Mark?
Oregon 24-7.
Okay. All right, Justin.
There we go. I got Oregon staying on track with them, taking care of business.
Yeah.
So I got Oregon winning 56-10.
Okay. We're kind of on the same wavelength again. Even though it's their final game in a long time, I think Oregon's too good this year. I think they win by the spread, 35 points. All right. So let's get into probably last year, the college football's worst team in the country last year, Kent State versus Florida State. 7th in the country now, Florida State, 2-0. The spread is crazy. Yes. 44.5 points. Who you got? Justin, we'll start with you.
So I actually have Kent State scoring. I know people were about to say, I've got Kent State. No, I've got Kent State scoring against Florida.
Okay.
But only once. 7.
Okay, so 1 touchdown.
But Florida will put up 70 against them.
Florida or Florida State?
Florida State.
Thank you.
Florida will put up 70 against them too if they play, but
I don't know. Florida might not. They might throw 5 picks again. All right, Mark, who you got?
Florida State 40-13.
Okay, that's probably a pretty reasonable score.
Like they have 1 touchdown and a couple field goals.
Okay. Well, I got Florida State by 1 million.
Yeah, that's about
It's
right.
not going to be close.
Nope.
Not at all. I think what should be college game day, for this next game. No. Yeah. Yes. This next game should be college game day because it's the better game of the two that were potential games. Oklahoma, Auburn, both teams are 3-0. It's only a 7-point spread. Who we got? Let's start with you, Mark.
Oklahoma 27-23.
Ooh, okay, really close nail biter. So, and it's funny
because I know my stuff.
The former quarterback of Auburn plays at Oklahoma now. I believe that's how that works, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Jackson Arnold used to play for Oklahoma.
The former quarterback of one of these tees plays for the other.
For the other now. Yes, they maybe both. Maybe both of them. Anyways,
they just traded them.
Maybe they did, kind of like UCLA and Tennessee. You see how that went?
There you go.
All right, well, who you got?
But I got Oklahoma winning it at home, 38-20.
Okay, that's a good game. Good game. I too have Oklahoma. I think like we talked about earlier, I think Oklahoma is one of those dark horse teams to make the playoff.
Yes.
And I think they continue right now. I think they win by a touchdown. I think they win by the spread. So let's go Ole Miss, Tulane. Both teams are 3-0. We talked about Tulane earlier. They beat Duke with without their old quarterback.
Yeah. But
Ole Miss is ranked and does have basically a 14-point favorite. Who you got, Justin?
I got Ole Miss winning it at home by a little bit more than the spread.
Oh, wow.
I got them 34-17.
Ooh, okay. Wow. What you got, Mark?
Ole Miss wins 13-0.
13-0. So really tight defensive game. Interesting. So I have Ole Miss winning, but only by 3 points. Field goal. End of the game.
Okay.
Like we just talked about with Clemson and Georgia Tech.
Right.
Y'all both said Clemson was going to make the field goal to win. No, he did. You said we were going to score a touchdown to win. Remember that last week?
Yeah.
So it just went the other way.
Yeah. So I think Ole Miss wins by a field goal. Really close. All right, let's get into this game. This is a pretty dark horse game right here. Nebraska's not ranked, but they are 3-0, and it's a home game against Michigan. Michigan really doesn't have a quarterback. Their quarterback really struggles in big games, and Nebraska has a pretty decent quarterback. They call him. He looks and he says he's the cousin of Mahomes,
right?
But he's not as good as Mahomes. But everybody gets that. Yeah, I want a DNA test too. But all right, we'll start with you, Mark. Nebraska, Michigan. Who you got?
Nebraska 14-10.
Ooh, okay.
So I actually went with Michigan on this game.
Okay.
But I went a little bit more to Michigan is going to show themselves of old. I've got them winning 45-10.
Whoa. You got Michigan coming into Nebraska and just blowing them out.
Pretty much.
Wow. Okay. That's a little disrespectful.
I think I was half asleep when I made that pick.
Sorry, you Cornhuskers.
I was going to say, I think Doug Flutie might want to have a word with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was half asleep when I wrote that down.
Must have been. All right. I got it simple as this. Nebraska wins by a touchdown. All right. So let's get into just a couple more because I know, Mark, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
You might have to get the rest of mine
Let's do the Notre Dame game. We'll do the Indiana game, and we'll do the Clemson game. That'll be our last three.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Notre Dame 0-2 against Purdue 2-1. Notre Dame is favored by 26.5 points. But will Notre Dame finally get their first win? We'll start with you, Mark.
Notre Dame is 0-2.
Yes.
Against who?
Miami
and
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Decent teams.
Yeah, okay. Both are ranked teams.
Now, who did Purdue lose to?
That I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure.
Probably lost to a good team.
Purdue's one of those kind of like ankle biters in the Big Ten.
But Purdue has got a better,
but they do pretty good at
a better record. But who have they won against?
Well, I think they haven't beat many good teams either.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I think it's gonna. Okay. I think Notre Dame is gonna win by a field goal.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, Justin, who you got?
Notre Dame's gonna win. Did I pick Notre Dame to win? Hang on here. Yes, I did pick Notre Dame to win. So Notre Dame is gonna win, but they're not gonna cover the spread. They are going to win by 10.
Okay.
31-21.
Okay. I like that.
And answer your question, Purdue beat Ball State, Southern Illinois, and lost to USC.
Oh, Trojans. That's right. They just played them last week, and it was like a 4-hour rain delay. I remember that.
Yes.
Okay. So that all being said, I don't have Notre Dame winning by the spread, but I do have them winning by 14. I think they finally get their first win. I don't think it's pretty. I think it's pretty ugly, but I think they finally win. Now, this is another game that probably should have been College Game Day. Illinois is traveling to Indiana. Both teams are 3-0. It's only a 4.5-point spread. Who you got? Start with Justin.
I've got Illinois winning this one.
Okay.
28-24.
Ooh, good game. Who you got, Mark?
Indiana's at home.
They're the favorite.
They are the favorite. Just because they're at home.
Yeah.
I think Indiana wins by field goal.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to be devil's advocate on that. I have Illinois winning by a field goal.
There we go.
And now officially, our game of the week, we're all Clemson fans here. So Clemson-Syracuse. Who you got? We'll start with Mark.
Playing Syracuse?
Yep.
It's a home game for us.
We never do good against them.
We're favored by 16
No matter
and a half
where we play them, we never do good.
We never do good, I know. I agree. Even when we had Trevor Lawrence ETN.
No, we struggled with Syracuse with Trevor Lawrence.
I know.
Every year.
Every year. Never fails.
It's the same thing with South Carolina.
It's okay, wait,
Missouri.
Syracuse.
They play this week too. So.
They're 2-1. Who have they beat?
They lost to Tennessee.
Yeah.
But who have they beat?
I don't think they've played big teams. Okay. I think it's been kind of cupcakes.
They lost to Tennessee.
And the games we've had.
Yeah.
Man, I don't...
saying losing to Tennessee's...
I'm a Clemson fan. That's the only reason why we're home.
We're home, and we're favored by 16 and a half points.
So
somehow.
Syracuse has beat Colgate.
Nobody.
And they beat UConn, but they only beat UConn by 7.
They beat UConn by 7?
27-20. That was a home game for them.
Yikes.
So
should have been more.
They put up
terrible. They're a basketball school.
Yeah. Oh. They beat UConn 27. Colgate, obviously, they beat, 66, but Colgate put up 24 points on them.
Really?
They beat them 66-24. So, and that was also a home game for Syracuse.
I think I understand the spread now.
You know what?
Yeah. I understand the spread now.
I think we win by 14.
Okay. That's pretty good. What you got, Justin?
So I've got Clemson winning it. However, I don't have them winning by the spread.
Okay.
I think we do get the game, but we still struggle.
Okay.
I've got them winning 24-20.
Wow. Okay. Pretty close game. Nail biter again.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on those same lines. I have Clemson winning by a touchdown. 7 points. I think we score early in the third quarter. We kind of win that middle 8 like we always talk about. And I think our defense stands up to their offense the second half of the game and it keeps them scoreless like we did Troy.
Yep.
I think we've scored once, like we're tied going into halftime. We score once in the third quarter, and that's it.
Which, Clemson's been doing that in every game.
I know.
Controlling the middle 8.
I know.
Every game this year, they've controlled it.
But I think this time our offense kind of holds possession longer. I think our running game kind of steps up this week. I think we kind of rely more on Adam Randall, getting Davis and get some good carries. Ezemume get some good carries. I think we have a good rushing game. I think we get over 200 yards rushing in this game. But I still think we only win by 7 because the quarterback can't get going. Now, unless Williams is healthy. That's a different story.
Right. I'm going to make a bold prediction on this game.
Okay.
Right before we end it.
Sure.
I'm going to say Clemson's up 17-0 at the half.
Oh, wow.
But we win 24-20.
So you're saying Syracuse comes back second half.
Yeah, starts coming back.
We kind of get in a dogfight.
But we still get that touchdown, to keep them just out of reach.
Yeah, well, we'll see. This time will tell. 2 days from now, time will tell. But anyways, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, downloading. We've had a lot of love here lately on all of our shorts, all of our long-form content. We really appreciate each and every one of y'all. And we just can't wait for the next episode and can't wait for y'all to hear this one. But until then, we'll catch you in the next one.